Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Brev. Welcome to What Would Brev Do episode 17. This is the series where I, a top 50 player, walk you through an entire ranked season's gameplay and talk about my thoughts all the way through the 9 innings. If you're new to the series, please subscribe for more MLB The Show 20 content, and all the previous episodes are linked in a playlist in the description below, and drop a like on the video. Helps me out a ton. So this is the lineup we're rocking with in this one. Kind of a preview of a bunch of guys that I'm going to be doing card reviews for. Some of them you guys have asked for, specifically Bryant. A lot of people have asked for him, so pretty beast lineup. Obviously, I've already done Kindle, and we're going to be throwing Kerry Wood on the mound. And we're at 898. This is our World Series game, so I figured it'd be a good opportunity to do this episode because we're 2 points away from World Series. We got, I think on stream we got to 898 and then we lost one and then we won one and we got back to 898, so that's kind of troll. So hopefully we pull this one out. Also, I just woke up, if you can't tell by the hair and exceptionally deep voice. I'm not normally this suave. We'll see who's playing in the middle of the day, but rank's been super sweaty this season, man. I don't know if I'm playing worse or if everyone else is playing better or both, but I've been struggling a bit for sure. Getting adjusted to Hall of Fame again is always tough. With Hall of Fame, after playing on Legend every season, it always feels like I can just hit everything, and I feel like my discipline goes down a lot because the pitches seem so much slower on Hall of Fame that I just swing at stuff on the black when I shouldn't. I really wanted to do Paxton for this video too, but he's just not full energy. I don't want to throw a guy not full energy in my World Series game, so I don't know this guy. I'm not going to say his name because I will get demonetized. And he's literally using an all live series lineup. So this is actually very concerning because when people are doing meme lineups, they're usually monsters at the game and they believe that they can win with lesser teams, and they usually do. So I'm a bit scared right now. We literally just ran into a guy that has nothing but live series cards, and it's July 21st. So this should be interesting. I'm actually scared right now. He's got the goat bat too. He's definitely memeing. So Kerry Wood, let's talk about sequencing with a guy that doesn't locate very well. I personally feel that Classic for the pitch indicator is better with pitchers with low control because you can aim for an area rather than a specific spot, because with pitch trail you can aim for a specific spot. So like with the slurve, I can aim down and away, but if I miss high it's still away, if I miss inside it's front door. I like it way better than pitch trail, at least with guys that have poor control, which Kerry Wood does. Obviously that's his biggest flaw. So as far as sequencing with Wood, actually it's not that dissimilar to Corey Kluber's good sequencing. Glove side cutters are really good. Glove side slurves, you should dominate right on right matchups. I think Wood is one of the best right on right pitchers in the game right now between the cutter and the slurve and the ability to throw 101. And then against lefties, should probably be featuring the changeup a lot more. I kind of talked about this in the review. Oh, it's going to sneak through. But I feel like Kerry Wood versus righties is almost untouchable, and Kerry Wood versus lefties is kind of vulnerable. So I've been trying to feature a lot more changeups right on left with Kerry. It seems to have been working out well. Even though he chopped that one through, that wasn't the best swing, and we got a weak exit velocity, which is what you're always looking for. Also, this front door versus righties is really strong if you can hit your spot. I definitely did not. Let's see Bryant's defense here. That's great for the card review. Bryant has been playing extremely well for me. Before I do the review, because I know someone's going to watch this and ask in the comments. That was my dog, by the way, sorry if you heard that. But yeah, I think Bryant's one of the best third base options in the game right now. He's just an insane card. His swing has always been amazing. He plays solid defense for me. This is a good spot to maybe pitch around him here too in a 2-1 count. I'm just going to try to pitch to the corner and hope I don't hang something. Good pitch there. But yeah, Bryant's insane. I like him a lot. Just to say that before the review. That was actually a stupid pitch. I should not have thrown that. Inside cutters with 2 strikes are just not good, and I throw them a lot, and I give up home runs a lot when I miss my spot. I don't know. Cutters just don't work in this game the way they do in real life, where if you bust someone in with them, you're just going to shatter a bat. Usually people are early or good on those inside cutters, and if you throw it over the plate, they can get hammered. So definitely should have tried to elevate there with a fastball or buried a changeup in the dirt maybe. Also a slurve on the low and in corner would have been better. Bit of a mistake to throw a cutter there was the summary of what I was trying to say. And yeah, so we got Lou Brock leading off, 99 speed, 99 stealing, so it's extra important that we are super patient here. I'm patient because I like taking walks, and I feel like that is the best way for me to get on base. But if you're a first pitch hunter, especially against a right-handed pitcher, Lou Brock is a great choice to just first pitch hunt because he does have the 125 contact versus right. You could definitely just rip a single right off the bat or rip a home run to dead center. Okay, Lou Brock. He said screw stealing, dude. Nice. 1-0 already. But yeah, as always, if you guys watch the game, I really hope this guy's not quitting. That would be an absolute tragedy. If you guys have watched this series before, you know I'm extra patient in the first couple innings. I'm trying to figure out my opponent's tendencies. This game's going to be a little weird because I'm facing live series DeGrom, which I haven't faced probably since April. But that was a good sign, though. Absolute moonshot from Lou Brock. Lou Brock is sneaky good. Haven't seen many bad animations from him out in left field. Despite his 99 speed, though, it seems like he doesn't quite get to balls as quickly as like someone like Buxton and Davis does, and I think that's a product of his reaction attribute. Like, he doesn't necessarily get the bad jumps that he did last year where they like hesitate for a second, but he still seems like a little slow getting there. That's my only knock against him, but overall he's been really good for me. Slider there, 0-2, so we'll keep that in mind. I just missed that too. He hung that, so he's not really locating well. And we'll keep in mind that he threw a slider 0-2 to a righty for later on. Tommy has been a beast too, obviously. You can see 1700 OPS. I don't mean to turn this into a card review for every card that steps in the box, but I'm excited to try these cards, man. Content has been absolutely fire this year. 0-1 count. He's been pounding the zone. This is a good time to just swing away here if he hangs one. He did not hang one, but if you can prevent 0-2 and you're pretty sure your opponent's going to lay one in there, usually a good time to swing. I do that sometimes, especially since Tommy is not shifted in this game. Hangs the changeup 1-2, and we rip a single up the middle. So this guy's definitely memeing. I don't know what he's up to. Hopefully Bryant can get it done for us. I've been playing around a bit too. I'm a big advocate of keeping your PCI in the same place for consistency, but I've taken so many at-bats I think I can get away with this excuse. 0-2 now. That was another example of maybe where I should have swung. We'll look for the slider here. That's what he threw last time. Well, off speed in general. Bryant got that changeup low and away. PCI placement on point, but yeah, that's a pretty typical sequence he's been going. He's been going off speed, fastball, off speed. He's done that twice now. He throws off speed for a strike, fastball to get into 0-2, and then off speed again. So we almost crushed it with Kindle. We did crush it with Bryant. And I completely forget what I was talking about. You can see he's still pitching pretty disrespectfully, despite me putting good swings on the ball. There's a fastball low and away. Doesn't look like I got all of it. Just missed it. Good swing from Larry, though. Larry's a beast, too. I completely forgot what I was talking about, and I'm sorry. I forgot what I was diving into before that Kris Bryant home run. You can see just absolutely pounding the zone, though, so another opportunity here, 0-1, to maybe protect ourselves from 0-2 if he gives us a cookie, which he did. Up the middle, base hit. Classic stream reference. Sorry if the commentary is a little dull. There's just not a lot going on. He's just pounding the zone. I'm just recognizing pitches. This is kind of how it goes. And I'm leaving out a lot of stuff that I usually talk about because you know how it is. I don't want to be too repetitive in these videos. Was very early on that, and it was fair past a guy guarding the line. Oh, and the error. We're gonna score all the way from first, bro. This guy's mad. He's so mad, dude. Okay, well that was completely bailed out. Want to be aggressive in this at bat if we can, because we have the pitcher on deck and an opportunity to drive in a run with a ball in the gap here. So pretty much swinging at any juicy strikes we see in this at bat, regardless of the count. A little antsy there. Back-to-back sliders from him. He may triple up on that because I look so stupid on that swing. Two-seam. His two-seam seems a lot slower, Big Rom's, than his four-seam right now. Good pitch, low and in fastball. Good sequencing there, but we worked DeGrom for 28 pitches. Get 4 runs on the board. Love to see it. I remember what I was talking about now. I'm a big advocate for keeping your PCI in the same place, but I've taken enough plate appearances where I think I can get away with it. Pitch speeds on Hall of Fame are so much slower for me that I have started to mess around with starting at middle in like I did last year on just All-Star Hall of Fame, because I have the reaction time, a lot more reaction time to get to pitches up on All-Star Hall of Fame. So if you see me do that in a bat, I've specifically been doing it in right on right or left on left against people who throw sinkers. So I may not end up doing it versus DeGrom because he doesn't have a sinker or a cutter. But that's something I've been messing around with, trying to just make certain situations easier for myself PCI-wise. This guy's swinging at everything. He seems a bit tilted, a bit rattled. I don't really know what's going on. I'm just going to bury a changeup in the dirt straight away and just see if he bites on it. Because that was very aggressive swinging from him the first 2 at-bats. He did. He swung. So we're going to try to throw some more balls at this guy since he is not practicing good plate discipline at the moment. Even my little sister wouldn't have swung in that pitch, so can't really change the approach there. Same with that one. This is not going to plan. Let's try this lone and change up again. We've been hitting this spot pretty well. We hung it middle. Dawson is going to make the play. This guy's so mad, man. He's putting some great swings on the ball. And has not had a base runner. Oh, he did have a hit. Am I getting sick? Jesus. Alright, pitcher up. Kerry Wood does swing in a little bit, but absolutely no reason to swing before 2 strikes here. We're leading off the inning. There's no one on base. We might as well just try to get the pitch count up. I've also been messing around with contact swinging with my pitchers in 2-strike counts, just to avoid striking out, because it seems like strikeouts boost pitcher confidence a ton, even more so than last year. So the goal is to not strike out with your pitcher, because the game doesn't care who struck out. They just read it as a strikeout, and so it can give a big confidence boost to the opposing pitcher. So like even that is infinitely better than a strikeout. Pretty good at bat from Kerry there. We saw 5 pitches. Can't be upset about it. And now we turn the lineup over. Brock took him deep first inning, and this guy is kind of mad, so I assume he's going to challenge me here. Yeah. Kind of threw with the slider right there. I completely missed with my PCI. But that's a kind of a good read. He's never thrown me a ball there. He kind of wants to prove to himself mentally that that home run was a fluke, I guess you could say. I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain this stuff. You can just sometimes read people's body language, especially when they're pitching. It just seems like he was gonna throw me a cookie there. So we get the steal, 99 speed, 99 stealing, freebie there. And he threw us another 0-2 off speed. We just missed that. We can tag up to third pretty easily here. Watch if he doesn't throw to the cutoff too, because maybe you can round that and go home with 99 speed. But he did hit the cutoff, so good on him. Now we want to be pretty aggressive, because he's probably going to try to get ahead in the count against Tommy and get me to chase something. So this is probably a fastball based on his sequencing. And it was. So you can see this sequence, this guy is just running into the ground. Off speed first pitch, which is usually slider, and then he goes fastball second pitch, and then he goes off speed when it's 0-2. So that's the 3rd, 4th, 5th time we've caught him on that sequence so far. So just getting reads on our opponent. Here's a fastball first pitch, so now we're going to be a little patient because we don't know where he'll go with this, although that was way off the plate, so he may just double up. Yeah. Can't find the zone right now. 2-0, probably taking till 2 strikes now. Bryant worse versus righties. I do trust Kris Bryant a lot, but I want to make sure I take a good swing here on a good pitch and kind of go for the throat. So he did hose us too there, which is unfortunate. but worth taking in case he can't find the zone and walks me, because we have a power lefty on deck. Pretty obvious double up there. I was late on the fastball. He's going to try to throw it in the same spot again, get me bad swing. Now's a slider. Oh, he tripled up. That was actually good sequence from him. Just late on it. Man, this guy just does not care. He's down 5-0 and just does not care that I pulled a 98-mile-an-hour fastball foul. And he just threw it again. Yeah, this guy is... I always say the word disrespectful when someone's pitching like this. I never mean it in a rude way. It's just the best word I can figure out to describe what they're doing. They just don't care. They don't believe that you're going to take a good swing on the pitch that they're throwing, and so they just repeatedly do it. You know what I mean? Or they just repeatedly pound the zone because they don't believe that you're going to swing early in the count. We talk about it pretty much every episode, but I also don't want to get too complacent here up 5-0, because this guy at the end of the day is using a meme squad. You got to respect him for that. And I'm sure he's a good enough player where he thinks he can win with a squad like this. So good cut from Real Muto there. Didn't end up throwing the slurve exactly where we wanted. It ended up middle. Still not a horrible pitch, actually. Just a good swing on him. He's probably a little bit under it. And hit it out. Real Muto's swing I like a lot. Real Muto cards are pretty good, I think. He hit a couple bombs for me in the Phillies, all-time Phillies episodes that I did. So now we use the opportunity to pitch to the pitcher to try to get our confidence up with pitches that we want to throw against other guys. Try to get some slurve confidence back since we lost a lot of it on that home run. It's kind of like real life. Pitchers use pitching to opposing pitchers as an opportunity to like find their grip or experiment with new pitches, make sure they have the control, stuff like that. So nice little K from us there, and we're back to the top of the order. I'm going to feature a lot more four seams this time through the order. Seems like he's adjusted to the off speed pretty well. Oh my god, Jim Thome. What was that? What in the world? That was an auto dive. I didn't press a single button except to throw to first. Oh man. That was awesome. Just threw that right down the middle. But I feel like he's, especially in these right-on-left matchups, he may be more inclined to slow his bat down a bit, because I've almost exclusively featured like the slow stuff. Cutters, slurves, change-ups to lefties was kind of how I approached him through the first half of the lineup, and you can see he's been late on 2 four-seamers here, so we'll try to go change-up now. He'll probably be ready for it. This is actually the exact pitch I gave up a hit on to Lindor before, and he took it. Great take from him, actually, just off the corner. We'll try it one more time. Couldn't lay off that one, and was sitting fastball. You could tell by his swing. I'm going to double up on that because based on the way he pitched me, he's going to expect me to throw a fastball here. And he was early on the changeup. So let me talk about why I just had that read. He was early on the changeup and rolled it over. So from his pitching, he's doubled, tripled up a lot, right? He believes that to be a good pitching strategy. So the reason he believes it to be a good pitching strategy is because he believes... Let me gather my thoughts here before I mess this up. Let me just pause. So, because he's doubling, tripling up, because he doesn't believe that I'll make the adjustment to him doubling, tripling up, it implies that he himself believes that he will make the adjustment, if that makes sense. So when I throw a changeup and he swings early on it, he's going to immediately assume that I'm going to counter that with a fastball, thinking that he'll make the adjustment, and he's going to keep his bat fast. I hope I explained that decently. Probably not. Again, it's a body language thing, and it comes from playing a lot. But that was just the read I had on him, that I would have success throwing another changeup there. People usually pitch how they view to be successful against hitters, obviously, and so by him doubling, tripling up, he is going to try to counter that because he believes that I'm going to do that because, yeah, I'm kind of making it worse by continuing to explain. So I'm just going to hit now. 4-pitch walk from Walker. Slider down. You can see he's going a lot of rocking chair. He mixed up, he reversed the sequence there that time. Fastball into slider. But even though I talk about him doubling up a lot, he's only really doing it with 2 strikes. Before 2 strikes, he's rocking chair. At 2 strikes, he double triples up. So we'll see what he comes with here. Maybe another slider. Fastball here. Gotta be ready to hit here. Runner on. Don't want to get to 0-2. Yeah. See, there's a slider. Now he'll probably go fastball. He did not. He went change. Alright, so he's doing a good job mixing up his sequencing now, which is good, because it was pretty obvious in the first couple innings. Also, not the worst swing from Robbie there. Just a little bit early. Hit a missile to center field. Nothing we can do. Again, want to be hyper aggressive in this at bat. Runner on first. A ball in the gap is a run. We got our pitcher on deck, so a walk isn't the greatest for us, except for us being able to turn the lineup over. So I'm kind of just sitting slider here because I feel like he'll throw one eventually. Yep, and I missed. See what he goes with here. 2-seamer inside. Missed his spot pretty bad, so he may double up. Threw a 4-seamer down the middle, and I missed it. That's sad boy hours. That's okay. 60 pitches for DeGrom through 3. We like to see that. Also, we can take advantage of the fact that this guy's using live series cards, because DeGrom live series does not have good stamina, so he's got small stam. I don't really know where this guy's bat's at right now. I did throw a lot of fastballs for the reasons I mentioned earlier in the last inning, and I'm trying to figure out if he's going to adjust to that. He did have a really fast bat on that cutter. Now he's got a slow bat there. I'm also missing my spots a lot more than I was early on, so I need to try to work on my mechanics and stop throwing everything down the middle, because this whole at bat has been just not good pitches. Good take from him there. I'm going to try this low and away slurve, although I'm afraid he's going to sit back on it, or I'm going to hang it again. Good pitch. And he did sit back on it. That's pretty much the ideal pitch, though, there. And we got him swinging on that earlier in the game, so it's worth a shot. He was definitely ready for the 4-seam, so once again, the sequencing we were talking about earlier. Here's the hesitation double up here. Implies you're throwing something else. He was late on it, I believe. Just early. Just kidding. So he's ready for that 4-seam up and in. Let's try to run a cutter away. This is a great at bat from him. A beautiful pitch from Kerry Wood, though. Loving it. There's hitting your spots. That gets me excited, dude. Great pitch from Kerry there. We got to keep our foot on the gas, though, man. 5 runs is not going to be enough. We've honestly been swinging it well. Even last inning where we didn't score, we swung it pretty well. So I feel like I got a good read on him. Obviously, it helps hitting against live series DeGrom. I'm not going to act like I have a super favorable matchup in this game. Because I couldn't even tell you the last time I saw a live series DeGrom on someone's team. So I'm just trying to ride the wave. Sometimes you get bad luck, but sometimes you need to enjoy your good luck. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm also maybe throwing this low and in changeup to lefties a little too much, although he did chase it there. I really like this pitch too from Kerry or anyone that throws a slurve, but you really have to hit your spot. If you're going to miss outside. It's not where you want to miss, although it ended up being nasty. The backdoor stuff with Kerry I think is really good because he's got cutter slurve. You can backdoor stuff for days. Like even that, he hit it to the track, but he was so early on that. The marker's probably in the orange on his swing timing. It's just a really tough pitch to hit, man, if you can locate it. Yeah, he was almost in the red very early. Kerry Wood's stuff is just nasty, bro. If you can throw it where you want to throw it, this card's insane. So again, very early on the cutter, we'll go to the 4-seam, and we're pitching him like a rocking chair because of the reasons we mentioned earlier. He pitches with a rocking chair because he thinks it's effective, and that subconsciously implies that he himself struggles with hitting sequences that involve rocking chairs. Front door that a bit there. I actually threw it in the same spot where I threw it to Real Muto, which is not good. I need to throw more balls to this guy as well. He's very swing happy. I've kind of gotten away from that. Let's try this elevated fastball. And we got him to chase. He almost hit it out. Pete Alonso could hit the ball 6 inches above the zone out, so that was a little bit scary, but we technically did get exactly the swing we wanted. Bottom 4, we got Kerry Wood up again. Same thing we talked about earlier. We're just going to let him get ahead, 0-2 probably. Just try to work the pitch count up and contact swing with 2 strikes. I never expect to get a hit with my pitchers, so I take the guaranteed rise of pitch count over the potential of getting a cheap base hit swinging first pitch. It's more of a long-term strat. A little bit of lag there. We got Lou Brock again. He's 2 for 2 with a home run and a single last time we were first pitch hunting. I'd imagine he'd be a little more careful here, although he's been not following that trend. There it is. Okay. So he obviously doesn't want to walk Lou Brock here, so if we get to 2-0, I'm probably swinging away. He did not. He came right after me with a fastball. Slider fastball. This has historically been an off speed based on his sequencing. There's the changeup. This has historically been a fastball based on his sequencing, and he also doesn't want to walk me here, so fastball makes sense. I'm just a little too antsy. Too early. Too early, man. That was a good spot for it, too. Oh, that was a bad swing. I just absolutely knew what he was going to throw, and so I got a little too antsy about it. But, yeah, I should definitely... If it's that much on the corner, I either need to take it the other way or just not swing at it with 99 speed at the plate. Kind of threw that one away. Feels bad. He went slider fastball again, so this is probably off speed. And late on the slider. So, wow, not a good inning from us after I just talked about how we're still hitting well. But I hope you guys are noticing, like, if you run into a guy that's really stubborn like this guy is, obviously you got to be pretty stubborn to use a Team Alive series cards at this point in the year. Sometimes people are just so stubborn that they just won't mix it up. Like, that whole inning, even though I went 1-2-3, I pretty much knew exactly what he was throwing every single pitch. Like, if you guys can develop the ability to pick up on your opponent's tendencies as a pitcher, you're going to have a lot of success, especially like 700 and below, because people don't even realize that they have tendencies sometimes at those ratings. So, beautiful accidental dot from Kerry there. That's what Kerry brings to the table, man. Sometimes even if you miss your spot, his stuff is just so nasty that you can get away with it. You just don't want to throw stuff middle, obviously, but that accidental changeup on the corner just messed him up a lot. And you can see that was a bad pitch, but he's not ready for the fastball. We'll triple up on him. He'll probably turn and burn on this. I'm glad I missed inside there. That was actually not a good pitch to throw. Let's try the off speed here. We haven't thrown a lot of 12-6s to him. Ooh, almost. What to throw here? Let's try this high slurve. I haven't featured this much this game because it's not really good against people that swing away with 2 strikes on them. It's not really a chase pitch as much as it is a catch him looking pitch. He was early on it. And there's another changeup. Kerry Wood's changeup, very underrated pitch, one of his better pitches. All of his pitches are good, honestly, except for the 12-6. Yeah, this guy is just... I don't know, man. This guy is rattled or stubborn or both. Let's try this rocking chair one more time. Don't know why I said that like John Gruden. Try this rocking chair one more time. None of that impression was good except for the word time. I apologize. And we also don't want to throw a slurve to him here because he tanked it with Real Muto last time. So that's probably what he's looking for. So that's why I've thrown 4-seamers and cutters only. I'm going to throw a cutter again. Hopefully I hit my spot here. Good pitch. Got him. Okay. Good stuff all around. Let's get some insurance here. Let's pile it on a little more. Jim Thome 2 for 2. Love to see it. Fastball. He's throwing a lot arm side too. He's almost never coming inside to a lefty this whole game. It's actually kind of weird. I just noticed that he's almost exclusively pitching on this side of the plate because he's pounding me inside with righties. And he's pounding me away with lefties. Interesting. Slider into fastball here, most likely. Oh, he went changeup. Okay, so he's got another sequence too. That was reactionary. That wasn't my fault. I got lucky that he hung that changeup. Also, Jim Tomey's a beast. But it either goes slider, fastball, slider, or he'll go fastball, slider, changeup, or fastball, slider, fastball, slider, changeup. If there's 5 pitches, if that makes sense, what I just said. So there's fastball, slider. So this is either fastball or changeup, I would assume. Yeah. Yeah, we just got all the reads, man. We have all the reads. Also, moonshots back to back. I love Kris Bryant, man. Kris Bryant is so good on this game. Another moonshot from Walker. He was probably going to throw me another fastball there because he's shown the tendency to be stubborn throughout the game. So we were first pitch hacking there. This one's getting away from him quickly. Back to back to back. Maybe another fastball here. Yeah, this guy. This guy just absolutely does not care. It's honestly impressive. I wish I just didn't care as much as this guy doesn't care. Probably be a wonderful life. Actually, he'd be so free mentally. Well, we get the rage quit. I'm sorry that game wasn't up to what I was hoping for. I was hoping for an absolute banger to make World Series, but still very informative. I mean, just dissecting his sequencing the whole game. I'm sure you guys learned something. So we are in World Series finally on the main account. Been slacking this season, but hope you guys enjoyed the video. Drop a comment down below if you have any questions about the gameplay. I've been doing my best to respond to comments more so than I have been in the past, making a conscious effort to interact with you guys. So yeah, if you have any questions, concerns, comments, things you want to say, drop them down below. Again, drop a like on the video. It helps me out a ton. And subscribe if you're new to my stuff. And yeah, thanks for watching episode 17. We'll see you guys next time in episode 18. Peace.